Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and to a new pack with me video. Now I always start these videos by saying the same thing. These are my most popular videos and I kind of find it funny because, well, I mean, I love seeing other people's pack with me videos too, but in the past, my pack with me videos were not the most like aesthetically pleasing, but I guess it's just fun to watch people pack. Although I will say I'm much better at it now than I used to be. And also my suitcases are more aesthetic. I just bought some new ones, which I talked about them in my last vlog. So if you want to learn about my suitcases, I'll link them below, but you can go to that vlog as well toward the end of the video to learn about them. So that's more aesthetic, and I kind of just know what I'm doing now. Like I've done this so many times. I've been traveling all my life. And I've been traveling over an ocean back and forth for the past few years. So I think I can consider myself a pro at this point. Everything that I can link below, I will. Basically all of the travel organizers, pouches, suitcases, you name it, I'll link it below. A lot of it is from Amazon. So very easy to find, affordable, and yeah, anyone can find it basically. So I will link everything I can below. I'm really excited to get into it. I'm heading back to the UK Thursday evening. Today is Tuesday. So I'm running out of time. I need to get started. As usual, I'm gonna start with kind of the smaller things and work my way toward actually packing the suitcase at the end of the video. I have lots of things to bring with me, but I kind of know what I'm bringing, so I feel like it won't be too stressful because these videos are, like, again, my most popular, and I'm sure they're enjoyable to watch, but then being the one actually packing everything is a little stressful sometimes. But like I said, I think I know what I'm doing at this point. So I think we should dive in, and I'll start with the smaller things. Like I said, work my way toward actually packing the suitcase. So we're starting off this video with my toiletries. So these are the things that I'm gonna have in my backpack with me while I'm traveling. So of course they all have to be a certain, amount of liquid. They can't be over, I can't remember what it is, but all of these I think will be fine. So I use this bag to put it all in. So it's from Ipsy. I've had it for years, but it's just really useful. I don't know why. This is my go-to toiletry bag when I travel. It has a little mesh pocket on the side, and in there I just have things like extra contact lenses, some floss, just some flat things that can go in there. And then actually I put all of my liquids in a plastic bag. Again, Heathrow is very strict about the size of the bag. I'm not flying out of Heathrow, but I like to use that bag as a guide, and I just use it every time I fly. So the liquids will go in the plastic bag and the plastic bag will go in there. So I have my retainers, some eye drops, I have some contact solution, hand cream, lip balm, deodorant, I have a toothbrush, tongue scraper, and I have to get some toothpaste. And then I have skincare. So I've got a barrier serum. I have my cleanser here. I've got an eye cream. I almost said eye drops. That's eye cream. I have azelaic acid, moisturizer, and sunscreen. So the non-liquid things, like these things and my deodorant, will kind of all go off to the side. And then the rest of it will go in the little plastic bag. So those are, I think, all my toiletries. I hope I'm not missing anything, but I could be. Alright, so moving on to makeup and beauty. So I have this really cool makeup brush holder, like a travel case. You've seen it before, you'll see it again. And basically what I love about it is that it stands up and has different slots for your makeup brushes. A lot of travel cases for makeup brushes that I see are just kind of like long and flat, and you just kind of throw them all in there, but this helps you to see exactly what brush you need. And it folds up, and I will show you how it zips. So you fold this part up and you zip it, and it just lays flat like that and doesn't take up much space at all. So I love it. It's perfect for travel or just everyday use if you wanted to, but I personally think for travel it's best. And you can even pop in a beauty blender in the middle there. I have this case that is also from Amazon. Both of these are, I don't know if I mentioned that, but both of them are from Amazon. I have a beauty blender in there, and I have some more makeup brushes and another blender drying right now because I had to clean them. For other makeup products, I have a whole makeup case full of things that I'll quickly go over. I won't go over every product. I also have these two Purlisse BB creams. These are my favorite BB creams ever. It's like my favorite makeup product. Again, I talked about it in my last vlog. I've talked about it in many videos, and they are just phenomenal products. And every time I come back to the US, I stock up on them. So I bought these two. I even have one that's currently open that I'm using now. So that's already packed. So what you just saw before this was me putting all of my liquids into that plastic bag. I also realized I had to throw in some makeup products. Some products I just like to have on me. Again, if my checked bag were to get lost, I just like to have certain products on me. So in that plastic bag, I threw in at the last minute my concealer, a mascara, the BB cream I'm currently using, my face primer, things like that, just to have with me in case my bag does get lost. So these are going to go in my checked bag because I won't need them right away. So these will be checked. And this is the rest of the makeup that I have with me in the US. I do have some more makeup in the UK, but these are some of my more go-to products that I have with me here. Again, I won't go through all of it with you, but I've got blush, I've got highlight, powder, lipstick, lip gloss, eyeshadow, highlight, bronzer. I've got all the things. So my plan is anything that is not liquid will go in this cute makeup bag. It's from Katie Loxton, and it says Kiss and Make Up. It is so cute. It's pink and I love it. It is perfect for travel, fits everything I need. So anything that's not liquid will go in there, and then anything liquid, so my liquid blushes, my lip glosses, all of those will have to go in a plastic bag, and it'll go in my checked bag. All right, here I have a few random beauty products slash, I don't even know, miscellaneous, I guess you could say. So I've got my hairbrush. I just use a wet brush. I really like those. I have my probiotics. I don't have vitamins with me at the moment, so if I did, I would be bringing those too. I have a spa headband that I use for washing my face with. It's quite dirty with makeup right now, but I have that. I have some sunglasses. I actually have two pairs right here. I've got my normal glasses right here. I have some oil blotting sheets, a little travel mirror, which, oh, it's very dirty, but this is from Amazon. I have my wallet, or really just my card holder. And I have this really cute thing from Etsy, which I can link below as well. I got it for me and one for my mother-in-law. No one ever seems to know what these are. And every time I use one, men and women are amazed. So I got it personalized. I don't know if you can see that, but it says my name and it has a little flower design on it. And it is literally a hook to hang your purse from a table. How amazing is that? I've had this kind of thing since I was a child though. So I just got this one for Christmas for myself, but no one ever seems to know what they are. And I've had one all my life. I used to have one that had a little purse on it, but I obviously upgraded. Oop, I just hit the tripod again. I upgraded to a nicer one. So I love that. And I put it in a little pouch. And I keep that with me at all times. And these things on the right over here, these four things will go in my purse, like whenever I travel, or not travel, whenever I'm just out for the day. But I'm gonna keep them in my backpack. Actually, pretty much, let me think. Actually, because I'm bringing two suitcases, a lot of this can go in my suitcase, but of course my card holder is important to have with me. And yeah, I just like to keep these things with me. So these will be in my backpack with my glasses, but the rest of this can probably go in one of my suitcases. Moving on to electronics. So of course I have my laptop here, that'll go in the back pocket of my backpack. I have my camera, which I'm filming on now, so I have the case here. That'll go in my backpack as well. I need these things on me. I have my phone charger. That'll go in my backpack. My AirPods, of course. And then I have a couple wires and chargers and different things in here that I can show you as well. Also, my laptop case is Amazon. The AirPod case is Amazon. And this pouch is Amazon as well. So in these pouches are things that I do need, but I don't need with me on a travel day, so they can very easily go in my carry-on bag. So in this pouch, I love this because it's more of an organizer for all travel electronic things. So in the back here, I have my hard drive and the wire that goes with it. And then in the front, I have a couple sets of wired headphones that I really don't use. I have some extra SD cards. I have the SD card reader, this connector piece, and another, I don't know what you call it, but it kind of plugs many different things into it. And those things are all helpful for sending myself photos or videos from my camera and YouTube content, all of that. So I just like to put that all in here. And in this pouch, I have different things. I've got my laptop charger here. I've got my camera battery charger here. I've got some adapters in there as well. So all of these things I kind of roll up neatly and put in this one. So as you know, I'm a huge jewelry lover. You have seen this big pink pouch before. I'll move on to these little pouches in a second. So this is a huge jewelry travel case. It is huge. It's the biggest one I have, which is really good for me because I love to have all my jewelry with me. I don't know, it's so hard for me to pack jewelry. I just like to have options, and I love a good big jewelry pouch. You've seen it before. I will show it to you again, although it's kind of hard to show, so let me try to think of the best way to do it. Okay, I thought the best way of showing you was literally just by hanging it up. So this is what it looks like. So yeah, we'll start at the top. So at the top, you have all of these different slots for necklaces. I'm a huge necklace lover, so I've got quite a few. So I kind of organize it by like gold, silver. As you can see, I'm definitely a gold kind of girl. I will layer on a few necklaces too onto these. I don't just use one. I put multiple necklaces on each little slot. And when you're traveling, this also clips them all in so that they don't move around or get tangled. So that is awesome. And then you've got the little pouch down here that kind of, if there's a pendant on your necklace, it protects it. So love that. Moving on down to the next section here, these are kind of bigger squares that are really good for watches or bracelets and bangles. So that is basically what I put in here. I do have a set of earrings there though. But yeah, any of my bangles, I have a nice watch that I wear all the time. All of that goes here. And then down here, these squares are a bit smaller. So for the most part, I just put a few bracelets here and a necklace there, but the rest are earrings. So yeah, this is again, extremely helpful. All these plastic squares do have a little cover, as you can see, that goes over the pouch, although they don't work very well. So that's the only thing about this, is that when you do travel with it, just be careful when you open it, because a lot of the time these little earrings do come out a little pouch. I kind of wish that these were zippers instead of just a little plastic cover. But honestly, it's the best I've found. If you have another recommendation that is maybe just as big as this, but with zippers instead of these little flaps, that would be great. But for now, really can't complain. Like I said, just be careful when opening it, because all these little earrings can kind of fall out. But I'm aware of that, so I'm usually pretty careful. But I love this. And as you can see, it just folds into itself, and then you can zip it up and you're good to go. And I like that it's flat as well. Again, this is so easy to travel with. I usually put this in my carry-on right on top. I did forget to mention these little pouches. So some of my more delicate jewelry, or just jewelry that maybe didn't fit in the travel case, I like to keep in little pouches like these. I have so many of these kinds of little drawstring pouches. Basically, anytime you buy jewelry, you'll get a pouch like this. So yeah, anything more delicate, things I want to protect a bit more, I will put these in a small pocket in my backpack in the front, which I will show you later on. But yeah, there's nothing, is there anything in this one? Yeah, there are little things in there. I'm not sure what's in there. But yeah, I definitely use these kinds of little pouches all the time when I travel. Again, just to keep things extra safe and closer to my person. For reading materials and other ways to stay busy, I have a book to read. This is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've just started it. I'm only on like the 3rd or 2nd chapter. I'm trying not to read through it too quickly because I still have a couple more days left in the US, but I am a pretty fast reader, but I'm trying to slow it down to make sure I've got enough to read on the plane and at the airport. And then I also have this. This is a beautiful word search, actually, that my husband got me. He surprised me with it while I was here in the US. He sent it, which is very sweet. Or he ordered it for me. And yeah, it's the word search book on presents. And it's got quotes and scripture, and it's really beautiful. It's from Dear Heart, which is a beautiful Christian brand. And it's just lovely. I love it so much. So I can't wait to use that as well. It'll keep me busy without looking at a screen. All right, I am feeling very productive. I feel like we've gotten a lot done and got my luggage tag on there. So I'm gonna take a break because I'm hungry. I'm gonna have some lunch and I'll either come back to you later or tomorrow to film the rest, but whew, I am tired. So I will have to take some things back out of here to actually use before I leave, but I just thought for the video I would show how I would pack it all. All right, everyone, so it is the next day. It is Wednesday. I'm leaving tomorrow. I want to get to the airport around 5:30, so I need to pack. Today is the day. So we are going to get a lot done. I have to start putting stuff in the suitcases now. I'm also going to test out some compression packing cubes that are my sister's. I'm just going to test them to see if I like them because I don't like normal packing cubes. I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but I think normal packing cubes are good for organization for small trips. But if you have a lot to bring and you're an overpacker, normal packing cubes, I think, just take up more space. So the compression ones, we're gonna test them out. If I don't like them, we're just stuffing everything into the suitcases and we're gonna roll with it. All right, so these are the packing cubes. They came in a set of 4 and they are my sister's and they're from Amazon, so I can link them below whether I use them or not. But yeah, so nice big one here, and then they've got a couple medium-sized ones and a small one. So before I use them, I think I'm gonna start by putting shoes and bags in my suitcases because those things take up a lot of space, and then we'll go from there. Here are my suitcases. I just bought this set. If you want to learn more about them, I spoke about them a lot in detail in my last vlog at the end of the video, so definitely check that out, but I'll link them below. It's a German brand, and I decided to go for hard cases. It is made with a polycarbonate material, so it's flexible, so hopefully won't crack or break or get scratches. It has an anti-scratch technology, 360 spinner wheels. I got the 20-inch carry-on and the 24-inch checked bag. So I will open it up and show you. So I really like too that these, both of them, have 2 sides that are zippered with mesh, because imagine if your suitcase does open up and you're not with it, nothing will fall out, which is really amazing. So you've got these 2 zippered compartments on this side, and then obviously the mesh covers everything here, and then there are no compartments on this side, but that's fine. And the carry-on, like I said, is exactly the same. I got mine in the navy color because I just thought when it's going around like the conveyor belt thing, at the airport and you need to know which bag is yours, I wanted it to not be black or gray because I felt like those were very basic choices that so many people have. And while navy is not the most colorful, it'll be a bit more obvious than black or gray will. But these suitcases did come in pink or green as well. The pink was so tempting, but it was a really light pink, and I was just worried about scratches and things just in case. It says it shouldn't scratch, but you just never know. So I went with navy. And mine came as a set. If you plan to buy the set of the luminous textured suitcases like mine, you can only get them in navy, black, or gray. So that's another thing. The set is more affordable, I think, slightly. It's just a better deal. So you only have those color options. So keep that in mind. But if you want to buy 2 suitcases separately, you can get 2 different colors, and you don't have to stick with the set. So I just thought I'd mention that, but those are my new beautiful suitcases. Quite a few different purses I want to bring, but obviously I know that if I don't have space, I'm just gonna have to leave it for next time. So I have a couple of my beautiful Kate Spade bags. These are the last 2 Kate Spade bags I have here in the US, so I'd like to have my whole collection in the UK with me. So I'll be bringing these for sure, especially because they're on the smaller side, so they'll be much easier to pack. Next, I have a couple other bags that I ideally want to bring, but if I don't have room, it's not the end of the world. I have this beautiful brown bag. This one I got in Spain. It's just very spacious and lovely and goes with a lot of outfits in the spring and summer. So if I have room, I will pack this one. It can fold a little bit, but obviously it's difficult packing bags like this because you don't want them to lose their shape. This wasn't anything super expensive, but I'd like to have it with me. And then I also have this bag. This one is definitely able to fold very flat. This is just a little Lauren Conrad bag that Tom bought for me that I absolutely love. It's just this beautiful nude color with a cute little floral bow, and it's flat, so again, pretty easy to pack, but we will see. The only shoes that need to go in the checked bag are a couple pairs of heels. So I have these beautiful heels that are from TJ Maxx. They're just these like Jessica Simpson heels. I love them so much. So I want to bring these. And then I also bought some shoes while I was here. These are from TJ Maxx, Target. Look how incredible these shoes are. They're giving Dior. Oh my goodness. So I definitely want to bring those with me. I just want to be careful, make sure I protect them. Traveling with heels always makes me nervous. I don't know why. It's a hard suitcase. I'm sure they'll be fine, but I just want to be extra cautious. So something that I thought I could do for the shoes, because I want to keep them safe, is to use my old packing cubes to put them in, because as I said, I don't like normal packing cubes, but actually a couple of these might be useful for shoes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna store them in here and try to kind of put clothing around them so that they're extra protected. I also have a hat that I want to bring, but this is pretty easy to pack because again, you could just stuff things in here, different clothing items and whatnot. So that could go in my carry-on potentially, but these 2 purses are taking up quite a bit of space. So we'll see if I can put some of those compression packing cubes on top. It might work out. And both pairs of shoes fit comfortably in the middle on this side. So that's good. Something I want to mention is that I won't be putting things like this beautiful linen blend dress, into the compression packing cubes. Obviously, if something is prone to wrinkles, I want to avoid that as much as possible. Now, of course, I can always steam this or iron it or whatever I need to do, like when I get to the UK. I don't know if that's actually safe for linen, but either way, I just want to avoid all of that stress and just roll it up and put it in my suitcase where it's safe. And I also want to think about, in my carry-on bag, I want to keep a couple nice outfits and extra things in case this bag gets lost. I am not putting anything valuable in here. So anything super valuable or important to me is going to go in my backpack or my carry-on. And also Tom and I are going to be not going straight home when he picks me up from the airport. So we're spending a night somewhere that you'll see in an upcoming video. And I want to have a couple outfits to wear there as well. So that'll all go in my carry-on. For now, we're going to focus on the checked bag. I'm starting off by just rolling all of my clothing up as I usually do. Now, I always say this in my videos. I like to just say, if there's anything you take from this video, I think let it be this. And maybe this isn't the most important thing, but I feel like rolling your clothes is kind of the usual way I think most people would pack. But I will say this, if you look at the material, right? So say like this shirt, for example, is really a thin material. Rolling it makes sense But if you're packing something like jeans or a thicker item that is really heavy, it is best to fold it or lay it out in your suitcase as flat as possible. So just lay it out flat, because when you roll those things up, they take up so much space. So just lay it flat and roll or fold your thinner items. All right, so as you can see, I have now officially pretty much rolled or folded all of the clothing that I plan to bring. Now, it's these compression packing cubes that I'm not sure if I'm gonna like, because I just tested one out before and maybe I overfilled it, so I wasn't a fan of it. Maybe I'll start with one of the medium sizes, see if I like it, and we'll go from there. Okay, we successfully got things in this compression packing cube. I'm kind of excited, although I didn't overfill it. So I guess that's the point, is that, you know, you can't overfill it. But I'm trying to see now where in this suitcase this should go, because we have a massive packing cube as well that I guess I don't have to use, but we'll see. All right, this next packing cube is even bigger. And like I said, I'm just kind of putting in whatever will fit. I'm not really organizing it in any particular way. I am just keeping in mind, though, what I want to wear on the first day or two that I'm back in the UK. Because like I said, we're not going straight home. So those things will be packed later. I think the compression packing cubes will be especially useful for this checked bag. So if I don't have any to use for my carry-on, that's fine with me. So I got 2 compression packing cubes filled, and as you saw, they just kind of work by double zipping them. You don't actually have to vacuum out the air or anything like that. You just double zip and they're compressed, and it's really cool. So yeah, I got 2 filled up and I'm doing really well. So I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna start putting some things in here on the sides that I don't want in the compression cubes as well. And again, I'm gonna reorganize a little bit just because that is not gonna work right now, so we'll see. Okay, so I decided to move things around a little bit. I think this brown bag is quite tricky to work with. So what I might do is put this in my carry-on, but we'll have to see. If I have to rearrange things, I guess the beauty of using the compression packing cubes is that it's not too difficult to take things out and rearrange them again. If you just stuffed all your clothing in here, you'd have to rearrange it possibly many ways and have to keep taking things out. So I'll try putting that bag in my carry-on, and maybe I can wrap this pink Kate Spade bag in something just to kind of help protect it a little bit more. We'll see what I can do with that. All right, so I think I'm gonna put this checked bag to the side for a minute because I want to focus on my carry-on. Also, another thing, again, if you travel a lot, you might already know this, but something I like to keep in mind is that because the wheels are on this side, obviously, you want to put heavier things toward the bottom of your suitcase. If they're at the top, they'll smush everything down to the bottom because when it's standing, everything's of course going to shift around. So definitely put heavier stuff toward the bottom, which I'm just now thinking about. I think everything will be fine. But what's good is that I can move a couple things around, and I have to say, so far, I think I really like the compression packing cubes, and I'm shocked because I just thought they were going to be more of a pain than anything else, but I have so much room to spare. This is crazy. All right, so this is what the carry-on looks like. It's literally the same layout, which I think is awesome. So we're gonna start putting some things in here and just trying to reorganize things a little bit. So in this bag, I am gonna need to, at the last minute, throw in some electronic stuff. So I have here, tomorrow before my flight, I will have to throw in this bag that I showed you yesterday, as well as this pouch. So those things will have to kind of be thrown on top. And also in my checked bag, I'll have to throw in all my sharp things like my razor, my blades, scissors, that kind of thing will have to be thrown on top of the checked bag, as well as any bigger liquids or makeup that won't fit in my backpack. So that's another thing, it's just that you have to keep in mind all the last minute stuff. So just make sure when you're packing, save some extra room for last minute things. I literally forgot to take my own advice. I forgot that in here I need to put jewelry and these two pouches. So some things are gonna have to be rearranged. So let's see, I may have to put some things in the checked bag. I mean, there was some room to spare in there, so some things can definitely go there. I also bought some compression socks for the plane. I have never used them before, but I hear that everyone really should. So I bought a pack of 3 on Amazon, all in white because I tend to wear white socks most of the time. And I'm going to be wearing white sneakers on the plane, so I'll link them below. I can't say for sure like what I think of them because I haven't worn them yet, but I will let you know. But yeah, link them below. And yeah, compression socks are good for everyone. Everyone should be wearing them if you're sitting down for long hours or standing for long hours. So not just on a plane, it could be in a car, or if you're standing all day for work, they are good for everyone. For my liquids that can't go in my backpack or carry-on, I'm just going to put them in these Ziploc bags and throw them on top of my checked bag. So I'll do that now, and then I think I'm going to take a break because I'm mostly done besides whatever is in the wash currently. All right, so those are my liquids. Now this might seem a bit much for some people, but I'm gonna put this in another bag and a third bag just because I get really nervous about things leaking all over my clothing. I'm very protective over my clothing. So there's nothing in here that's really watery though, so I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm still gonna put them in another Ziploc and then another plastic bag. Also, I have some luggage tags here. So this is one I've already had. This actually I got at an old job. It just says mental vacation. And then I have these that I just got from Amazon. So I don't know why I never got the Mr. and Mrs. ones when Tom and I got married almost 3 years ago. But I just got us some of those. So mine says Mrs. in pink and his is black, and it says Mr. in gold. So I got that on Amazon. And this one from Amazon as well. It's just hot pink, has an A for Amanda. And I think I'm gonna put this one on the checked bag and maybe a cheaper just luggage tag, just a second one. I like to put 2 on my bags. I'm a little ridiculous, I know. But yeah, I might put even possibly these 2 on the checked bag and this one on the carry-on. So we'll see. My mom might have a third, another one, a 4th one. That's just a cheap one that, you know, will go on my checked bag. Because again, these things can get lost or stolen. So I don't really want like a nice one on my checked bag, but this one was pretty cheap from Amazon, so it'll have to do. Taking a little break and having a little snack. My sister has already dug into these, but I am looking forward to trying the crumble flavors of the week. They look so good this week, oh my goodness. All right, everyone, it is time. I'm about to leave to go to the airport. I can't believe it. I have some exciting news to share with you when I get there, but for now, thank you so much for watching. It's always a bit hectic toward the end with these videos because I have to throw in some last minute things, but I did it. I just didn't record all of it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back in the UK.